Yes, in this session, we will see about the shearing operations. Generally, the shearing, bending, and drawing are the various operations which we do using on sheet metals. See, the shearing operation involves the sheet metal subjected to shear stress developed between a punch and a die. You can observe in this diagram. See, there is a sheet metal. We have a die at the bottom and a punch at the top. When the punch is given a force, what happens? Suppose if this punch wants to make a hole on this sheet metal. So once the punch is given a force, this force exerts a shear stress between this punch and the die, which makes the shearing to happen. And generally, this punching and blanking are the basic shearing operations we do on the sheet metals. This punching is a sheared slug discarded. Here, if you do punching on this shape, what happens? The metal in this before which was before in this area would be discarded and it would be scrapped. Whereas in blanking, so here the slug is the part and the rest is scrap. So this is what we require, whereas the outer part would be scrapped. So this is the difference between the punching and blanking. And other operations which we do in shearing are this notching like this, what we have at the end, and we have a lancing and perforation, that is making several holes of minimum diameter, and parting off, that is making discontinuity in sheet metals, etc. And the die cutting, fine blanking, slitting, steel rules, nibbling, scrap and shearing, tailor welded blanks are all are the other shearing operations. And generally to do this shearing, we go for die, and this die has a very predominant feature, that is clearance, because the function of the type of material, its temper and its thickness and of the size of the blank and its proximity to the edges, everything is determined by this clearance. So the clearance of soft materials are lesser than the harder grades. So that is very important. The clearance has to be provided in such a way that the nature of the material should accompany with that. And the punch and die shapes, generally the surfaces of the punch and die are flat, and the punch force builds rapidly and the entire thickness is sheared at the same time. So we are going to see about various dies we use in this shearing operations. Here this is a compound die. Here several operations on the same strip perforated in one stroke at one station with the compound die. So what happens? Suppose you want to make several features on a sheet metal. For example, a rectangular slot, a hole, a notching, or even some perforation, etc. So all these operations can be done with a single stroke. So the die and punch would be made in such a way that all these operations would be made in a single stroke. So that is said to be a compound die. And when you say a progressive die, see how this is what the final product. But once within a stroke, you just see these many operations are done. And after the progressive movement of this particular sheet metal inside the die, what happens? The next operations would be done, and finally you will get the product like this. So this is what generally this progressive to dies are very complicated in shape and also in the making. But nowadays the experts are there to make these progressive dies. So the process produced with multiple operations such as punching, blanking and notching are made at a high production rates in progressive dies. So for high production rates, generally we go for this progressive dies. And this is a transfer die where the sheet metal undergo different operation at different stations in a straight line or circular path. That is, it will have a sequence of workstations with the sequence of operations. So here this sheet metal has to transfer from one point to another point or one workstation to another workstation continuously in a straight line or a circular path to make all the operations to be completed. The other sheet metal cutting methods are band shaft, flame cutting, laser beam cutting, friction sawing, water jet cutting, etc. So these are also done on sheet metals. And generally the shearing process has three important basic stages. First one is the plastic deformation, then fracture, and then shear.